Continental Tire Coach's Corner, the Georgetown head coach, Patrick Ewing, as he picks up the first win of his career, beating Jacksonville yesterday. Coach, how does it feel? Hey, Coach. That was a big introduction. Thought it was going to be great. Thought it was going to be Dan. Unbelievable.
Hey, I'm so happy.
Man, awesome. Thanks for thinking of me. Fritzy, is Patrick there?
He is there. There was an issue with the phone on his end, but he hears us now.
Coach, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Sorry about that. Had phone issues.
All right, when you wake up yesterday, how nervous are you? Coaching your first game.
Hey, I was very nervous. As a player, I think, I was talking to Jeff Van Gundy. I said, as a player, I was never nervous. But as a coach, and people always say when you go from an assistant coach to a head coach, it's a totally different thing. You wake up in the middle of the night thinking about plays, thinking about, what you need to do, all that things. So, I was very nervous, but then once the game started, all the nervousness went away.
All right, did you almost screw up and get out of the coach's box? Did you get warned that you were venturing too far out of the coach's box?
Yes, I did. But you can't see it. You can't see it. It blends in with the floor. So they put a towel there and told me, this is right here. If you see the towel, then you know you're out of the box.
Oh, okay. I wondered what the towel was for. I thought somebody better pick that up. Somebody's going to slip on it. So that was just you saying, "Hey, I can't go past this, or I'm going to get teed up."
Well, the refs put it there. So this is, we're putting this there. We don't want to tee you up. So if you get past this towel, then make sure that you know that. If you get past this, you're going to get teed up.
Okay, what is your style of play? We know how you played it in college. We know how you played in the pros. But what are you teaching your kids, this style?
It's a little bit of everything. We want to run, but you can't run if you don't have guys that's willing to run. So I'm trying to get them in shape to make sure that they can get the ball up the floor and push it. Push layups and all that stuff. We want to be able to shoot the ball. We put up a lot of threes yesterday. I'm not sure how many. I can't remember how many of them we made. But we want to try to touch all the bases: 3-point shots, post ups, layups, free throws. We want to be able to do all of that. So it's my vision that once I get it all up and running, that we're going to have the guys in here that's going to be able to do all those things.
What are the realistic expectations this first year?
You know what? I don't really have any expectation this year. All I want to do is lay the foundation until I get all the guys in that I want to get in. We have 3 great recruits coming in next year. And we'll see what happens at the end of the year. We're working the guys hard. They continue to work, continue to develop. We have, Jesse Govan is, I keep on telling him, you're our best player. If you don't dominate, if you don't have, great year this year, it's on you. If if you don't dominate, we're not going to do well. Both you and Marcus Derrickson are 2 best players, and then our freshmen. They have to develop and continue to grow every day.
He's Patrick Ewing, brought to you by Continental Tire Coach's Corner. Do your kids know who you were when you played?
I think so. They see my jersey up on the wall.
But do they know about Hoya paranoia? They know about all of that, the intimidation, the way you guys took over college basketball?
Well, even if they did know it, once I got the job, everybody seemed to have brought that up. So I'm sure they know about it by now.
You had some special guests yesterday. Were there any surprise guests yesterday?
No surprise guests. Everyone that was coming, I knew.
Oh, okay.
I knew were coming.
Including Jordan?
Yeah, I knew he was coming. You know, he and we spoke. He and I were supposed to go to dinner that night. And I told him, you know what, Mike, I have to concentrate on the game. You know, I'm gonna take a pass on it. So he and I will get together at a later date.
That was pretty cool.
Everybody that was coming, I knew that was coming. Jeff, Scott Brooks, you know, MJ, Alonzo, Dikembe. Allen was supposed to come, but he had some issues and he wasn't able to make it.
That's pretty cool, though.
Everyone,
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, everyone came and you know, showed their support, and I was very honored.
The picture in the locker room, all the kids around Jordan. That was you're in the background. I'm looking for you there. All the kids are like, "Hey, coach, congrats! Hey, Michael Jordan's in the locker room here."
Well, you know, I wanted to make sure that we always talk about him. Everybody wants to be great. You know, one of the things I try to talk to them about. Everybody wants to be great, but a lot of people don't know, you know, what it takes to be great. They don't want to put in the work to be great. And he was one of the people that, even though how great he was, he still put in the work. You know, he's one of the people that I talk about. You know, talk about all the great players that they all want to emulate, but they all don't want to. They don't know what it takes to be those guys. They all put in work, the dedication, the hard work, getting up in the middle, you know, early in the morning, going to run or getting in the gym. So all those things, you know, they pay the price. And a lot of these young kids, they all talk about they want to be great, but they never want to put in the work to be great.
If I would have told you when you were 18 that you were going to be coaching Georgetown one day, what would you have thought?
When I was 18, I wasn't even thinking about coaching.
But when did you start thinking about that you could do this, whether it's the NBA or college?
I never thought even when I was playing, I never even thought about coaching. What led me to coaching was the guy in that photo that you were just talking about. You know, when I decided to retire, he and I was at lunch or dinner. I can't remember what it was, but he and I was at dinner or lunch, and we were talking. And I was telling him that, you know, I decided that, you know, I'm going to retire at the end of that season. And he was running the Wizards at the time, and he said, you know, why don't you come and you know, work with me. I'm going to create a position for you. You try the coaching. If that doesn't work, I'll move into the front office. You tried the front office position, and 15, 16 years later, I'm still doing it.
That's pretty cool. We got an old Georgetown warm-up jersey, on eBay. And so we tried to recreate the Hoya paranoia. We didn't do a very good job with it, but we did send that video to you. Just we thought that might ease the nerves with you looking at us trying to create Hoya paranoia.
Well, I appreciate that. But also, are you following me on Twitter?
Paulie is, my producer is.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and then we're gonna either go there or we're gonna see you in New York. You know, so we're
well, that's good.
Yeah,
you're always invited. Just let me know, and I'll definitely have tickets for you.
Now, I was thinking maybe I could shoot some layup. Maybe I could get in the layup line. Is that asking too much?
It's a little bit. Because, you know, I know after the game, I'll let you come out and shoot some free throws. I know you can shoot free. I know you're good at shooting. So after the game, I'll let you come shoot some free throws. But in the layup line,
can't do that?
No, I doubt that.
I might be one of the better shooters on your team, though, Coach.
You might be.
Hey, congrats.
You might be.
It was fun to watch yesterday, and good luck Wednesday against Mount St. Mary's.
Thanks, Dan. I really appreciate it.
All right, that's Patrick Ewing. Pretty good. Continental Tire Coach's Corner, from sun to rain to snow and everything in between. Continental Tire is engineered to tire for what you do. Extraordinary performance and reliability, putting confidence into driving. For more info and a location of a dealer near you, visit ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire for what you do.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.